Today I will be tabbing a theme in my prayer Bible, and the theme is praying for children. So if you're interested in seeing that, stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Cecilia and this is Creatively Gracious. So I'm going to be tabbing a praying for children theme in my Bible, and I have some scriptures that I had gotten from a pastor when I was doing a Bible study. So I wanted to add those in here. Where is it? Oh, here it is. This is it here. So I want to add these into my prayer Bible. So I did get these from a pastor. I was doing a Bible study with him, and he gave me these prayers along with the scriptures that they went with. And I created this page last year for my Faith War Binder, but I figured they'd be great scriptures to add into my prayer Bible. So that's what we'll be doing today. So let me move this out of the way. Oh, and I did want to mention, I did do a video of when I created this. So I'll link it in the description box below in case you want to check that out. But let me get this over here. And before we get started, I just wanted to read a verse from Matthew. Let's see, where are we at? Matthew 24. 35. And I thought this is a good verse to read because I know there's been some questions about the prayer Bible, but I thought this would be a great one just to start off this video. And it's Matthew 24:35, and it says, "Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will never pass away." So I thought that was a good one because we are using the words of God and the words of Jesus in here to pray over ourselves and others. So I just wanted to start off with that one. So let's go over to Isaiah 54:13. Oh, look, here we go. And let me get my highlighter. Which highlighter was I using? Was I using this one? No, I have it out already. I wanted to mention that I already highlighted this one. And the reason I had highlighted that is because my original thought was to post a picture of this on my community tab and then just let you guys get everything from there. But then I realized that there may be some prayers that may need a little more discussing, so that's why I wanted to do the video instead. And I had already started highlighting, and I decided to stop and create a video so you guys can see. So Isaiah 54:13, it reads, "All your children will be taught by the Lord, and great will be their peace." And the prayer that the pastor gave us was, "Father, I confess your word over my children. I confess that my children are taught of the Lord, and great is their peace and undisturbed composure." So I'm going to set this one in here. And if you can tell, I tried to line up my tabs, but I don't know if I'm going to keep them like that. I'm still debating. So this is going to be for children, and I'm going to write it with this gray. I may have to come back because I forgot my black Sharpie, and I don't have, let me see if I have another pen in here. Okay, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this blue one because that gray one is barely coming through. And I left my black one downstairs, and I don't want to go down there because my pug is asleep, and if I go down there he might wake up and then he's going to be barking. So I just wanted to not have to do that right now. Okay, so that's the first one for children, and then we're going to go over to Luke. Oh, here we go. Luke 2:52. Okay, so here, oh, I went too far. So here is 52. And this one, I wanted to mention that you have to read a little bit more of it to get the prayer that the pastor came up with. So it says, "And Jesus grew in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and man." So it says, "Why this is Jesus talking here. It says, "Why were you searching for me?" He asked. "Didn't you know I had to be in my Father's house?" But they did not understand what he was saying to them. Then he went down to Nazareth with them and was obedient to them. But his mother treasured all these things in her heart. And Jesus grew in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and men. So it is Luke 2:52. So that's the one we're going to highlight. And because our hope is that our kids live like Jesus did, that's why this one is highlighted. And the prayer that the pastor gave, it says, "My children grow in wisdom and stature and have favor with God and man." So that's another one for children. So this one I'm going to set over here. And I'm going to have to probably move these tabs again, but I'm going to leave it like that for now. And I'm going to write children here. Okay, so that's the next one. And then the next one is Proverbs. Proverbs 22:6. And the nice thing about this prayer Bible is, since I've been using it, I've been actually learning more about where all the books of the Bible are. 22:6. So let's see, I'm in 22, but I went too far. So 22:6. It says, "Start children off on the way they should go, and even when they are old, they will not turn from it." So that's a great one to have for your children. And sometimes they may stray, but we can always continue to pray for them. Even if as prodigal children, we can always continue to pray for them. So never stop praying for your children. Oh, that's the wrong one. I grabbed the gray one. I need to put that to the side. Okay, so this is children. Okay, so that's a good one. And now we're going to move over to Psalm 91:11. And I meant to do these in order because I thought that would be faster. So I may just keep going to the Psalms after this. 91. Here we go. We're getting there. 91:11. And it's on this next page. And it says, "For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways." And what I wanted to mention is not all of these verses specifically have children written in them, but they are still great verses to pray over your children. And the prayer that goes with this is, "Your angels keep charge over my children to accompany and defend them and preserve them in all their ways." So that's the prayer that I have that goes with that. But you can make it your own and, personalize a prayer. But I just wanted to share that's the one I have. So here's another tab for children. And now I'm going to turn the page over here, because we're going to the next page. And the next one is 91:2. So it's right on this page. And I don't think I'm going to put another tab since I have here. I'm just going to write children there. And this one reads, 91:2, "I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust." So we're going to highlight that one. And the prayer that goes along with this one, it says, "You, Lord, are their refuge and their fortress. You are their glory and the triumph of their heads." So that's another prayer that you could pray over them. And I'm not going to, since I have a tab on the other side, I'm just going to write children on this side too. So I don't need an extra tab for that one. And then now we're going to go to Psalm 37:4. 37:4. 37:4. Okay, so here's 37. 37:4. And this one's already highlighted under provisions, which, look, at my writing came off. And this one, is that the right one? Yeah, 37:4. It says, take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. So that's one we can pray over our children. And when I have duplicates, I just put the highlight there. And the way we can pray this for our children is, I confess that my children delight themselves in the Lord, and you give them the desires of their heart. So we'll tab that one. And I'm going to set that one over here by this. So I will do that. And then we are going to go to, let's go to Isaiah. Back to Isaiah. And it's Isaiah 1:19. And it reads, if you are willing and obedient, you will eat the good things of the land. And I got to turn the page because I don't know if it continues. Okay, no, that's that. And the prayer that goes along with this is, I confess that my children are willing and obedient, and they eat the best of the land. So that's another great one. Whoops, this one has something on it. I'm going to set this one here. I may have to come back and adjust these tabs. But right now I'm going to set them there. And then we're going to go to Ephesians. Ephesians 6:2. And I think I already have this one tabbed. I think. Yeah, see. Oh, and that's what I wanted to mention. I had this one tabbed because Jessica over at the Sisterita Club, she had two verses for Child Obey. And I had tabbed them here with this black tab. I'm going to go ahead and put another tab here because it's a little bit of, well, it could be the same theme, and I may switch these out and just leave it like that. But the verse is Ephesians 6:2, and it says, honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with a promise. So that's the verse. Actually, it should be 6:2-3, so I'm going to put it here, because the prayer goes along with 6:2 and 3. I just realized that. So let me read this, all of it. I think I'm just going to highlight all of it. So if you're tabbing it, go ahead and tab the same thing. It's 6:1 through 3. And I think I'm going to change this. Okay, so this one reads, children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with a promise, so that it may go well with you and that you may enjoy long life on earth. And the prayer that goes along with this, it says, I confess that my children obey their parents in the Lord. My children honor, esteem, and value as precious their parents. For this is the first command with promise, that it may be well with my children and they may live long on earth. So that's a great one for children. And I'm going to write children right here. And like I mentioned, I may take that one out and just leave those two, because I have one more that say child obey, and I may just leave that one tab there. So the next one is Deuteronomy 30:19. And let's see what that says. Okay, so here's 30. And this one reads, this day I call the heavens and earth as witnesses against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessings and cursings. Now choose life so that you and your children may live. So that is Deuteronomy 30:19. And I had to come over here because there's just a little piece there. Okay, and the prayer that goes along with this, it says, "My children choose life and love you, Lord, and obey your voice and cling to you, for you are their life and the length of their days." So we will tab that one. I'm going to put that one over here. Okay. And the next one is, we're going all the way back to the back here. And we are going to Revelation 12:11. And that one says, "They triumphed over him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. They did not love their lives so much as to shrink from death." So the prayer that goes with this is, "I plead the blood of the Lord Jesus on my children, my future grandchildren, and all those you have given me in this life." So we want to be pleading the blood of Jesus over our children. So that's why that one's in there. And we are going to go ahead and tap that one. I'm trying to think which one I want to use here. I'll use this one. And we are going to put children there. And in case you didn't see the two that Jessica had given, it was at Ephesians. It was the Ephesians 6:1-3, and then the other one was, not Ephesians. The other one was Deuteronomy 5:16, which reads, "Honor your father and your mother as the Lord your God has commanded you, so that you may live long and that it may go well with you in the land the Lord your God is giving you." So those are the two that Jessica had given, just in case you didn't see that. But I had already tabbed them with this black tab. And like I mentioned, I may come back and switch them out just so that all the ones for children are the same. But that is it, guys. That is my praying for children in the Bible. And now I have it both in my Faith War binder. So if I'm in the Faith War binder, I could see it there. And I also have it in my prayer Bible so that I can just come here and pray over my children. I have one son and I have grandchildren, so I do pray over them a lot. And I was using this sheet here, but now adding those tabs to my prayer Bible is going to be a lot easier. And it's been working out great. I have a little space in my room now where I sit and I pray. And I'm actually really loving getting into the Bible more and reading it. And like I mentioned, I'm even able to find the books of the Bible a lot faster now that I've been using this prayer Bible, because before I would kind of flip back and forth, but now that I've been using it more, I've been able to find them a lot faster. I do have a Bible that I read, and I usually read it at night, but I'm going through that from front to back. And I am in Psalms right now, so I hope to get done with that by the end of the year. But we'll see. But that's a different Bible that I use to read at night before I go to bed. And then this one is just my prayer Bible, so where I sit down and I pray the different themes. And it has been working great. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know how many more themes I'm going to share, because I know Jessica's done a lot on her channel. But if you guys want to continue to see some themes put in here, let me know. I know there is one other theme that she hasn't covered that I want to do, and it's something that I experience with. So I figured maybe I will put that in my Bible and tab that so that I can pray it over myself. So I will probably be doing that one at a later time. But I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a blessed day. Stay creative, be gracious, and I will share again with you soon.